It's cold. 0 degrees. Sitting here listening to the rain, drinking a coffee. There's not many things better than that. I'm making my way up into the mountains on what is forecast to be a windy and snowy couple of nights. When you go out in the snow in New Zealand, you have to be prepared for really cold conditions. And so I have a hot tent, a wood stove, lots of warm gear, and some good hearty food. All of this gear makes it really difficult to walk far into the mountains. So I'm going just far enough, an hour or two, just enough that I can be away from civilization, where I can feel completely alone and just enjoy being out here in nature, soaking in the beauty and chaos of winter camping. That was so good. So nice to put a tent up when it's dry. This tent, which is the Waimakariri Valley 2, it's a lovely hot tent. You can stand up in it, and that is why I have brought it with me, because if I'm going to be in terrible conditions, I want to be in a tent that's comfortable. And I know it's heavy, but I feel like for a camp where I'm not going too far, it's worth it. There's something so amazing about being comfortable in uncomfortable conditions. This is also a Waimakariri product. This is one of their wood stoves, and to be honest, I actually can't remember what its model is, so I'll have to put it up on the screen for you. This one actually comes with a stovepipe that you have to roll. Possible problem. Oh no, that's okay. This piece here comes with this stove. These do not come with it, so I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to fit them on, but I can. Oh no. I think we might have a problem actually. Yeah, I wondered about that. So you see how these fit in? Narrow bit, wide bit. Narrow bit, wide bit. So I'm going to have a narrow bit down the bottom, and I need a wide bit to fit over this. Done. Alright, I'm going to have to make a plan. I've had a good look at it, and here's my plan, and I think it's the only thing I can do. When I light the fire, so not now, I'm going to have to tape those. I'll use something, probably some pegs, some metal pegs to run between the two. I'll run the pegs across here and then tape around it. So hopefully the tape itself is not going to be against the heat, and because it's right up the top of the stovepipe, hopefully it won't melt the tape, but we'll see. If it does, I either have the option of not having a spark arrestor on the top, just leaving it like this, or not having a fire. So I'm not going to not have a fire, that's for sure. Right, lunchtime and time to get some firewood. Degrees and a small cut. Ouch. So here comes the snow. It's sleet, but I think that's the start of things to come. Needless to say, a nice warm pot of noodles is just what I feel like. I'm going to get the fire set up now so that it's all ready to roll. But I'm not going to light it today. If you guessed that I'm not actually staying here tonight, then you are right. I'm actually staying here tomorrow night. But because it's going to be snowing quite heavily overnight tonight, I didn't want to arrive back here in the snow, freezing cold, with no shelter and no protection. I wanted to have a warm fire ready to light and a bed ready to climb into if I need to. I also didn't want to have to carry all of this weight all the way up the valley where I'm going. I'm going to finish my noodles, throw my pack on, and then I will see you guys in 24 hours. Lunchtime tomorrow, I'll be back. I might be crazy. I'm walking away from a nice dry hot tent. Well, it's 24 hours later. And I'm almost back at the tent. I just stopped off at the creek to get some water because this little spot's probably about a 15-minute walk, 10-15-minute walk from camp. I might have to come back later, but at least I've got 2 litres. Got 2 litres for now. I have got so much to tell you guys about what went down over the last 24 hours. It definitely wasn't what I was expecting. Last night was supposed to be the simple, easy part of this 2-night trip, and it definitely did not work out that way. Unexpected stuff happened, but you know what? I love unexpected stuff because it brings along new adventures, and that's what I had. I had a completely different adventure last night than what I was expecting, but I had a great time. If you want to see that video, it'll be out next week. In the meantime, I am looking forward to getting back to camp. I'm so glad I have pre-cut that firewood. So glad the fire's ready to go. I'm tired, I'm cold, and I'm ready to light the fire. The snow up on the mountains is beautiful. But sadly, we didn't get the snow down to ground level. The forecast was for 20 centimeters of snow down to the valley floor. And I thought I'd be coming back to the hot tent with snow covering it and having to make tracks through the snow to get there. The weather forecasts aren't always accurate. All the same, it's beautiful being out here in these conditions. Right, onwards. There you go. I'm so happy with this. This is brilliant. So I've got the protection of the tent, but I can also sit out here, which is amazing. Amazing. If I sit here, I don't get rained on, and I can light the fire just down here and cook over that tonight. There is a little gap here, but I think I've tried to move it over as far as I can, but my guy lines aren't long enough, and I think I can probably just zip this bit up. Perfect. I'm so happy. This is so good. Fantastic. dull out there. We've got this lovely light rain, but there's a little bit of clear sky, sort of clear sky over the mountains. So pretty. In wet conditions, it always pays to bring a little bit of kindling in. Can you see there's like a growth on there? That's all wet. I wonder if you can see that. That's sort of mossy stuff all over the wood. So that makes it really wet on the outside. Some of the pieces I've got sitting next to the fire to dry off a little bit, but the best thing is to split it. So I've brought my axe with me and I'll split some of the pieces. When the flames can get to the inside of the wood, then they can take, whereas when it's on the outside, they'll still take, but only when the fire's roaring hot. This is a lovely stash, I'm happy with that. And these pieces up here are drying off nicely. So I'm just trying to think what to do with the afternoon. I don't normally have this problem. Normally when I'm doing a one-day camp I'm rushing in and trying to get everything done. Like last night, I won't give it away, but anyway, it was a late one. Today I'm all ready and it's only 2:45. So I didn't realize it was so early. I'm going to let the fire just burn down really low, so, you know, to a point where it's safe enough for me to leave it. And then I thought, why don't we go for a walk while the rain is not here? I can see more clouds moving in where there was blue sky. So we won't have all that long, but we may have an hour or so. I've been slowly sipping my tea and putting it back on the fire, so it's still really super hot. I think I'll finish that and then we'll go wandering. Dark, creepy forest. Woo! So pretty. It's beautiful. Oh. Don't let me forget that I need to fill my water bottle. That's why I brought it all this way. I'm so excited by waterfalls. Oh. Oh. My aim is to get some nice coals that I can cook over, so I just need a few more big pieces to put on there. Oh, I can hear a couple of spots of rain, so I'm hoping that the rain will hold off just long enough that I can cook my food, but I do have the tarp for protection. And then once I've cooked my food, I can head inside the tent and stoke the fire up. I've put a billy of water on top of it because I'm going to make my mulled wine. Wow, the sky is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a treat. That is so beautiful. There's the silver lining to not having any snow. The clear skies mean a beautiful sunset. So I've got mulled wine spices, but I've got to add the rest of the stuff. There's going to be too much for the amount of wine that I've brought, I would have had more, but I didn't want to make the mulled wine last night. Long story, you'll have to watch the next video to see why. But I was just not in the right circumstances for that sort of carry on. Oh, ouch. Right, 1 bottle of Witherhill's Roaring Meg Syrah. Well, what about half a children's drink bottle full of some kind of red wine? Oh good, Pinot Noir. Yep, I've got Pinot Noir. A packet of mulled wine spices, a cup of water or apple cider, 1/4 to 1/2 cup of honey or raw sugar, and the zest and juice of 1 orange. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do this much hot water. And the rest can go in my pan. I'm going to give my hands a lovely wash. I didn't have an orange at home, so I've brought a grapefruit. Potato, potato. Grapefruit, orange. And I just brought with me about a tablespoon of honey, which I reckon is probably about the right amount. What would be good is just to add half of these spices, but I'm not sure that's even going to be an option. It might be a case of having to add all of the spices because they're like in a pre-prepared pack. I want to show you guys something. This little container here is full of these tiny little white discs, and if I drop this into water, look at what happens. Eee, a cloth. I have got a cloth. Oh, that is very hot. A very hot cloth. My hands are filthy. I'm not sure if you can see. They're absolutely filthy. And chances are it's not like bad filth. It's not city filth. But it is from the outside of the wood. I'll try not to get the pips in. Oopsies. There's 2 of these bags, so I'll put 1 in. There's a bay leaf. Just do half of the bay leaf. Cinnamon quill, half of that. A star anise, it can go in. And then I think this is cinnamon. I'll put all the cinnamon in because I can get more cinnamon easily at home. old wine. Cheers! Let me turn this off so I don't blind you. Yum! So delicious. What a good idea. I just don't want to spill it. Can you see it? There's a tiny bit of orange just left in the clouds. I've got some kumara, which is sweet potato, and some broccoli with me as well. So I think I'm going to put those on to cook on the wood stove. The chimney seems to be fine without the spark arrestor. I know I'm taking a gamble by not having it on, but the alternative is no wood stove. Unfortunately the tent is, well, not anymore, but it was lovely and damp. Well, the meat is cooking beautifully. In fact, I think it's done. But unfortunately, the wood stove, I don't know if it's just not warm enough, like hot enough, or whether it was just taking time to heat up, but it was not cooking the vegetables. So I've put them on here, and I've even thrown a couple into the pan. I have to confess, I've been sneaking bits of meat as it's been cooking, just cutting the lovely cooked bits off the edge, and it is beautiful. New Zealand lamb is beautiful. I'm not going to make you sit and watch me eat dinner. I'm going to enjoy this. Yum. And I think I'll get the fire going again just with these few little branches, just so I can enjoy it while I'm having my dinner. Then I'll let it go out and retire to the hot tent. I'm down to one layer. My thermometer, I think it's having trouble keeping up. It was saying 5 degrees Celsius. Oh no. It must have been saying 15. It's now up to 18. I'm just going to put it by my cheek because my face is so hot. I've unzipped the door zips, so you can zip it, like it's a double zip, so you can zip it up or down. So I've unzipped the top to try and get a little bit of just to let some of the heat out. Oh, I've really cranked the fire up because I want to boil some water. So outside it was 0. We are now up to 19 degrees. And I can tell you it is a lot warmer than 19 degrees, but we'll give this some time. I'll put it up here because it's a bit more true to the temperature, like off the ground. Sometimes I think I'm so, when people say, oh, you're very brave for going out there,
I think the only thing that's brave about me is that I'll show myself on camera after not having had a shower for 2 days. I've done my hair. Let's see if I can do something semi-respectable. So yeah, I'm boiling some water so that I can have a really nice wash, and then I'm going to get myself all tidied up. I've started the tidy up. Things always get a bit out of hand when I'm cooking dinner, especially when it's dark, because I'm sort of frolicking for things. So, just packing away all my rubbish. Even though I've got fire, I don't burn my rubbish. I just don't want to, unless it's stuff that's paper or wooden. Pack it out with me. It is going to cool off overnight, so even though it's warm in here, I don't want to kid myself. The fire will go out. I'll let it go out before I go to sleep, because I don't want a fire going in my tent while I'm sleeping. I just don't feel that it's safe. It's 22 degrees Celsius in here at the moment. It'll be nice going off to sleep, but it's going to cool down quickly, so I will cozy up in bed. I'm just heating up some water. I'm not going to have a drink. I'm just going to wash my face and brush my teeth. So, I'll see you in the morning. I'm just trying to remember what the forecast is for the morning, because I seem to remember there was a chance of, well, a huge chance of snow that didn't come. But then I have a feeling tomorrow morning there was possibly going to be some bad weather coming back in again. Tuesday night. Yeah, so apparently it's going to start raining at 9 AM tomorrow, and then light snow at 12, and then sort of a little bit of moderate snow in the evening, but I don't think that's going to happen. Although just my luck, it'll rain for the pack down and then snow basically 5 minutes before I get to the car. Oh, never mind. You just got to take what you get, don't you? And enjoy it. And I really enjoyed sitting out there and cooking my meat and drinking my mulled wine and just hanging out. It's so lovely. It was really nice going for that walk as well. It's been a great camp so far. So, yeah, see you in the morning. Night night. Oh, it's all foggy.
Started up, it wasn't doing the classic more pork. It started with this other, more ominous sounding call. It's times like this you just have to remind yourself that it's just a bird. Just a bird. Right, I'm going to try and go to sleep.
Good morning. Oh, it's cold. I'm just heating up my insulated mug. Great way to keep your coffee nice and hot for longer. I love my little fire maple coffee dripper, but because the air is able to contact the coffee as it's dripping in, it does cool it down a bit. So I make sure I've got hot milk in the bottom and I've warmed up my mug. I was planning a walk with my morning coffee, but the rain is back. Not complaining though. Sitting here listening to the rain, drinking a coffee. There's not many things better than that. This is beautiful weather to be sitting around and having a coffee, isn't it? I'm just thinking how it's not beautiful weather to be walking out with a massive heavy pack. I really am putting that off today. I've got an omelette for breakfast and I'm really looking forward to it. I'll finish my coffee and then get started on that. And there's a possibility I might sit around for another couple of hours and have another coffee. Got my spinach, I've got red onion, and I've got lots of cheese. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to put it all in. This is crazy. Oh, this is mental. This is mental. I actually think it's done. It seems a bit wobbly, but that's because it's got lots of mozzarella in it, which is quite stringy. This is what I carry my eggs in. It's a little Coughlin's egg carrier. Just got that from my local hunting and fishing store. This is why I have the tarp. So good, I can sit out here. And look at the view. Best camping breakfast I've ever had. That is amazing. I usually go super simple and just have porridge.
This is so good. Everything you do when you're out camping is a little bit harder, a lot harder than it is at home. So it's really hard to make things like this when you're camping in a small tent. That tent, anything's possible. So good. So much protection, so much room. Amazing. I had the best night's sleep, by the way. So comfortable. And it did get cold partway through the night. I had to put another layer on. But it was a great sleep. Water's boiled. A balmy 1 degree. I'm going to be on a super buzz after my second coffee. Woo! And I'll use that energy, that nervous energy, to pack everything up. Now, I just think I will clean my cup. Well, it's been 2 nights and 3 days out here in the Waimakariri Valley, and it's been absolutely awesome. If you guys are interested in what I did the night before last, my trip up the valley, you've got to see it. It was fantastic. As I said, it was not at all what I was expecting, but it was awesome. So tune in next week. My next video will be out in a week's time. Fingers crossed. I say that now. I've got a whole lot of editing to do with 2 nights worth of footage. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Now I just have to sort out that stuff. I'm not sure if it's wishful thinking or if I've just eaten a lot, but it doesn't actually feel as heavy as when I was walking in. And the nice thing is I've managed to fit my electronics in. I have a big bag of electronics, and I did have it sort of clipped onto my hip, and I found that quite annoying. It's much nicer if you've got everything in one spot. I am carrying the wood stove, but that's okay. Right, well, when I get home, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will weigh everything just to give you an idea. If you're comparing it to the weight of something that you would carry into the outdoors yourself, you definitely have to take the weight of all the electronic gear off. And there is a lot, especially when you're going out for 3 days, because you need power packs and all sorts of things. I had 2 different lenses, because when you're filming inside a tent, you haven't got a lot of room. So you need a different lens too, if you're doing big outdoor shots. And I much prefer my bigger lens than I do my smaller Tamron one, which I use for low light and small spaces. So I brought both. Right, I've got to find my way back through these thorny mataguris and not get stuck in amongst them, and warm up my knees because I want to look after them. I'm just going to plod along slowly. I described, my daughter texted me when I was walking in, and I said I'm walking at the speed of a toddler. You know, when you go hiking with little kids and you just think, oh my gosh, are we ever going to get there? This is taking forever.
That's what it's like to walk with me, you guys. When I have a big pack, anyway. I've stopped here and I'm sitting in the rain and I'm just loving it because I'm so hot. That walk should take an hour. I've been going for an hour and a half and I think I've got half an hour left. So I'm definitely walking at toddler speed. Time for me to say my final goodbyes. I need to pack my camera away and just really focus on walking. I'm having to muster up all the resolve that I can find. Right now I just feel like sitting here in the rain. Oh. I can hear the river, I can hear the rain, I can hear the birds. And every now and then I can hear a car that reminds me I'm nearly back at the car and nearly home. See you on the next trip, you guys. Thanks so much for coming. Your support means a lot to me. Bye.